The object is just a ball of yarn, really, and it's just small enough that it fits into your hand, and if you shake it, then it actually makes a noise because there's a little ball inside of it as well. And so when it's used as like a children's toy, that's why it's got the little bit inside, is because they play with them and toss them about and make noises with them. When you use it just as I do, as a decoration, that bit kind of gets lost inside everything, but it's just a nice little ball of yarn. I actually got this, what's called a tamari, when I was living in Japan. Back in 2011 and 2012. I had done a report on Matsumoto, just the city, in one of my very first Japanese classes at university. And so I'd learned about tamari balls and their significance for the city itself in doing my report. And so when I actually had the chance to go there, it was kind of a no-brainer for me to get one of the tamari balls for myself. At that time, when I did my report on Japan, I didn't realize that I would end up living there for a year. And so when I was actually living there and had a friend that lived there up in Matsumoto, of course, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go and visit this town that I did this report on. And just wandering about, they have even the manhole covers are decorated like a tamari ball, like, because it's just, that's what the city is known for, is these beautiful yarn balls. When I went up and went to Matsumoto Castle, also known for its uniqueness of just being like the only black castle, in their souvenir shop, they had quite a wide variety of tamari balls. I had to buy one for myself because it kind of tied together a bunch of things for me about kind of my old life of never thinking I'd leave the United States, and my new life where I was living in Japan. It's just kind of a bridge between two parts of me. And now that I've been back from Japan, every time I look at it, it reminds me of one of the happiest years of my life, really. It's so important to me because it really is a physical representation of a time when I had to be strong and kind of be out of my comfort zone, and I was able to get through all of that and become stronger and become the person I am today because of it. I think the best memory that it does conjure up for me is when I was in Matsumoto Castle with two of my Japanese friends, and we had to sit in the traditional way, which is, the legs tucked underneath you, hands folded in your laps, and we were listening to a talk about the castle, and I was able to sit in the traditional Japanese way for probably a good 45 minutes, and it didn't hurt. So it amused me that I had gotten so used to a different way of just even doing the simplest things. It makes noise.